the ninja.
What's up, y'all? Duet Ninja here. We're going to talk about a little bit about race today.
Interesting. I noticed you're relatively new on here, so I'm not sure if you're a troll or not, but I like your question. So racism, first and foremost, is not real. It shouldn't be real, I should say. It exists because of the political context that it's founded in, but it's not real to begin with. So we could start there. Racism, prejudice, that's more aligned with the individual, with the actual context of what's going on in their mind, how they see another person and how they react in that way based on that prejudice and or bigotry. If folks can just get rid of the idea of racism in itself, they'll realize the stereotypes and the bigotry is predicated on a propaganda, a fallacy, and not reality. Because we have more in common than most people realize.
So I'm going to attach a couple of videos that I've put out on TikTok over the past couple of months and give you an idea on my point of view on the term race and its relevance, so to say, or lack thereof. Check it out.
Why is it when we search for Native American family, we get Native Americans? And when we search Hispanic American family, we get Hispanic Americans. And when we search Asian American family, we get Asian Americans. If we search African American family, we get African Americans. The only exception is when you search white American family, you don't get white Americans. Can someone explain this to me? What is Google doing, and why is it trying to erase white people?
Right? So, now, check this video out.
And that's on intellect, baby.
So, words matter. And when we're talking about something as volatile as the term race and, people breaking us up into categories, white, black, brown, all these other things, like we're a box of crayons, that's an issue. That's an issue. So here's what I want to touch on. Obviously, the definition race has nothing to do with people, okay? It has to do with a structure that was put together in order to keep people, right, in line or in certain categories without giving each other a really solid foundation of understanding based on interaction, okay? Now, again, this is the time before, a lot of the younger generation has been able to see for themselves, but even then, if you really are interested in learning about things and learning about people, learning about societies, you can't help but look into the past, into the history of the world and the history of your family, possibly, and the history of the United States, so on and so forth, and interact with that to give you an idea of what today is or why today is, so to say. So, as you guys saw, the definition of race has to do with a contest, right? That's the primary definition. Now, people have told me, go look in the other, what about the other definitions? What about that? There's negroids and caucasoids and seriously. If you look, actually, you know what? Let me show you this video and we'll talk.
All right, dude. I'm going to educate your ass today. This is from NC State University. A very, very, very good source when it comes to zoology and the etymology of humans. And then we're going to look at the classifications or the taxonomic levels in the human species. So you have kingdom. I don't see race. Phylum. Yeah, still don't see race. You have the class. Yeah, still don't see race. Order, family, genus, species. Homo sapiens sapiens. Where the fuck is race, bruh? I don't deal in pseudoscience. I deal in truth.
So, as you can see, taxonomy. Now, what is taxonomy? Well, taxonomy, in a broad sense, the science of classification, but more strictly the classification of living and extinct organisms, i.e., biological classification. The term is derived from the Greek taxis, arrangement, and nomos, law. Taxonomy is therefore the methodology and principles of systematic botany and zoology, and sets up arrangements of the kinds of plants and animals in hierarchies of superior and subordinate groups. Among biologists, the Linnaean system of binomial nomenclature, created by Swedish naturalist Carolus Linnaeus in the 1750s, is internationally accepted. And now, okay, so with that we know that's what taxonomy is and what it represents. Okay, now we can try to understand or get a better understanding on why that term race is absolutely incorrect. It has nothing to do with science. And obviously, when you're talking about the human body and its existence, there has to be a science related to the study of that.
I can't believe we're still talking about this shit. It seems like people will get out of their own way, especially in the information age, and realize what's what. I mean, I'm not going to ask a plumber to cut my hair. I'm not going to ask a photographer to build a house. So why in the world are people being influenced by individuals who don't even have a background in sociology, psychology, or any of the sciences that study human behavior or, I don't know, what humanity is? Talking about race. Race is a construct. It's a system. We've all fallen prey to it.
Especially when it comes to categorization of people. So, race is nowhere in there. Isn't that interesting? So, I'm going to leave you with this. In order for us, I'm talking about human beings on the entire planet, not just the United States, which is where I live. I'm talking about the entire planet. In order for us to get things done, come together as a collective to end poverty, coming together as a collective to end irrational thoughts when it comes to people of a different hue or melanin content. Everybody has melanin, but there's obviously there's different contents, different hues, shades, whatever the hell. In order for us to come together and prepare ourselves for what's coming in the future, whether it be something similar to COVID, whether it be natural disasters, climate change, things of that nature. In order for that to happen, we have to be exact, accurate with our words, especially when it comes to defining a people, a person, a culture, things of that nature. We have to be extremely careful and accurate about that, because accuracy in terms of, categorizing people, understanding cultures will give you the benefit of truth. Okay, so you don't have to guess. You don't have to, well, maybe this, maybe that. Because truth has been brought to you because you did your due diligence. And if more of us can do that and spread that knowledge, we'll be in a lot better place than we are right now. Not saying that we're in absolute dire straits, but complacency is a thing, and we gotta do something about that. So, hey, thanks guys for dropping by, checking out the Duet Ninja. We're going to do this more often. Stay tuned for the next topic. Be safe out there.